We are live. Live. Live, 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 live. Oh, where's my computer? Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, well, this is weird. Well, it's like my format's strange now. Oh, boy. Hold on a moment. Why can't I? That's not my main page. Okay. Oof. Technical difficulties. There we go. Hi, Diane. Hi, Trey. Yay. Look at this. How is it that we have decided now I'm filming in the middle of the one table that folds, so there's like a big line in the middle of the screen? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so we have some fun stuff to talk about today. We are still waiting for some boxes. I can't totally see that based on everything on the table. Can you kind of keep an eye on it too?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I wanted to hello, say hi. Happy New Year. Happy 2025, which is kind of ridiculous to say. Quarter of a century. So, we haven't gotten all of our deliveries yet. Well, really, any of the deliveries. But I do have some very cool stuff to show you guys today. And I did want to let you know that Memory Box has an amazing new birthday line, which I was hoping they shipped it yesterday, which is usually a one-day ship, which means it would be delivered today. And USPS is just got it delivering on Friday. So I don't know what that's about, but I will share the lookbook with you guys, so that's a idea book that he does, so you can see all of the amazing samples. And it's a birthday release, so it's been actually a while since we've had a really, really nice birthday release, and I think you guys are going to like this one. So I wanted to show you also some of the card classes. So we have 2 card classes on the schedule right now. We have one from Donna and one from Colleen. So let's do the one from Donna first. I have 2 sessions for this one. Let's see. Let me just, can you guys see this? I think so. So this is called Icy Dreamland, and it uses these beautiful photographs as the like focal point, and then she does just like that simple, elegant thing that really lets the photos shine. So, and I think, what did she say? Her theme was like birthday every day kind of a thing with a winter feel. Look at how gorgeous that is. Isn't that stunning? This is a new die we have actually in. Could you grab me this die that's on the front table, that snow corner? It's on the front table there, right by the bowl of stuff from Crafter's Companion. Stick your hand straight out towards me. Straight out. There it is. Okay, but look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know if I've shown you guys this die yet, but this is a 2-piece die set. So you get 2 dies in here. It's only $7.99. Like, what? So it does 2 beautiful lacy corner. Now what you see on this picture is that it was cut in white and cut in black and just slightly offset to give a shadow. but on this sample right here, you see just how beautiful and lacy that is. So this one is the Snow Crystals metal die set, okay? And I do believe that that's kind of one of the, what we have is what we have, because it's probably discontinued at this point. So, and then we have this one. This is going to be a fun new fold that she's going to show you, and it has a hidden message. So, but this one is really fun because it will sit up on the table like so. Okay. And then we've got, so there's a number of fun little folds in this one. And this one, you guys, the actual one you're going to make in class has been tweaked just a little, and I think you guys are going to like it even more, because these little snowflakes, they're like little snowflake gems. They are the star of the show, and so those ones are going to be up here so you can see them better. And then she changed this font. It still says hello, but she just changed it a little to match the card a little bit better. So we do have space in the class on Friday. There's a class this Friday. I'm just running the report here so that you guys can, let's see. So I only have a couple of spots left for the class this Friday, and that is at 11:30 in the morning on Friday, January 10th. If you want to join us for that. Or there's a Saturday one at 3 p.m. and I do have a few more spots left in that one, okay? So that is Icy Dreamland. And kits are also available if you can't make the class. Just the sooner you can let us know, the sooner she can prep those, because she only has a limited number of the image sheets for this class, I believe. Okay, let me go back. Oh, okay, Trey. Trey said that the Postal Service is suspending mail tomorrow as a national day of mourning for Jimmy Carter's passing. Okay, well that answers that question about the delivery then. Thank you. I was like, wow, that seems really strange. Okay, so next up we have a really fun winter card class, and this one is a little bit more like mixed media, kind of get your hands inky and dirty and into stuff, but it's really got some fun stuff in here as well. So this is called Celebrate Winter, and this one is by with Colleen, January the 17th. So that's not this Friday, that's next Friday, at 11:30. And this one is also $30. So this is that memory box, one of the memory box goose dies that was so popular this year. And I think you guys might be seeing more of those too coming up. I don't know, but they do have some spring hats. This one is a really fun one. So it's got this really cool like pop out message. And then she's going to teach you a cool way to do a new card fold, which I'm actually kind of excited to see. So this is one of those all in Create dies, those banner dies. Isn't that fun? And then this guy. So this is the Snowfall Acetate, and we do have more of this on order. So she's gonna, you know, we've been kind of loving these cards with acetate, so I'm really glad that there's one in your class. And you guys might recognize Mr. Frosty. How cute is he? Oh my gosh, he's so cute peeking through. And then this one, you're going to get to try your hand at some Distress Glaze and another one of those little memory box birds. Okay, so let me see. There we go. Okay, so that one is Celebrate Winter on January 17th, Friday at 11:30. And let me just tell you guys, because I know people have been registering for classes because I did send them out. So I think we only have 3 spots left in that class if you want to take that one. Okay. All right. So there's that. We'll tuck these off to the side here. And then I did want to show you guys, because I got these done one of the days after I wasn't feeling good. There was kind of a delay. This is the Snowman Bonanza card kit. This is not an in-person class. This is just a grab and go card kit. But I did get all the cards finished, and you guys, they are freaking adorable. Look at how cute they are. This is the one that I showed you when I just had one as a preview. Okay. So, but I did get them all done. And so some have this really pretty, like soft blue foil, and the others have this gorgeous kind of like holographic shimmery foil. There is a quick little video that just helps with like helpful hints and tips. And then I wanted to show you guys, because this is what comes in your kit. So the kits are $35. They'll be available to start getting picked up tomorrow. So you'll get 10 card bases in there that are pre-scored. You'll also get 10 panels of pre-embossed snowflakes. Sometimes these kits come with a die, and sometimes they come with an embossing folder. This one comes with a die, so then we do the embossing for you. You will also get your 10 foil sheets. You get 5 of each one. There we go. 5 of each color. And then you get the adhesive sheets, and those are the ones that go on the back side, so that when you do your die cutting, your words are a sticker, and it makes life so much easier. And then everybody that gets the kit gets Frosty Winter Wishes, and they also get this brand new set called Snowman Family. So anyways, these will be available tomorrow, starting tomorrow. And the toppers, we only have toppers in the kits at the moment. Same with the dies. But we may have more available later. But I don't know. It kind of depends. Okay. So that is all the classes and the kits. Now, let's talk about fun stuff. Hi, Dora. Hi, Mary. So, long time no talk, Dora. Okay, you guys. So, Sizzix has a really fun release for January 1st. However, they are moving their warehouse. So Sizzix is based, well, they're based in the UK. But their US headquarters is in California, and that's where they've been shipping from. But they decided that they were going to move their shipping operation to, I think it's Pennsylvania. So over the holiday season, it's all been moving over, and there's been a delay in getting the orders shipped out because everything is in transit to a new location. So, I want to show you guys, I have samples of everything of this release, and there is some really, really fabulous stuff. So I wanted to show you guys that and do a little bit of playing. But just know, I got word today, that's why we're kind of talking about this, that it will, fingers crossed, hopefully get shipped out this week. Okay? So if not, maybe Monday. All right. So first off, let's kind of talk through, we have two different releases, really. So there is a Catherine Pula release, and there is a 49 and Market release. Now, 49 and Market has some really, really cool stuff. As they usually do, we're going to kind of talk about some of these so that you guys, and I'm going to open up the packages so that you can see them, okay? So this first one here, this is called Doily Edgers. And some people have seen these in store, so just not very many people though. So, okay, so this one has these beautiful stamps, okay? And it has dies to cut them out. So if you wanted to die cut some really gorgeous like doilies, and you could still put them on the edges of cards, you could put them on the edges of pullouts in your mini albums or your scrapbooks or things like that. You could make some really, really gorgeous. You could also turn these into pockets. little tuck-in spots in your mini albums. So this one is the Doily Edgers. Some of these we are going to stamp out depending on time today, okay? So that one is $26.99. And then this one, I think this one is super, super cool. So this guy, I already had pulled it out of the package. Some of these we were looking at earlier today, so, but this guy's gonna get stuck, isn't he? Oh, fudge balls, why did I do that? Oh, hang on a minute, guys. Moment, just one. Oh, Mary, you guys are coming tomorrow, fabulous. Sorry, Crystal. Crystal, I do think I have a box that I'm probably getting ready to ship you. So it's almost the same, right, as a visit? Not quite, but. Okay, hold on. I forgot that there's a piece of tape in here that's going to stick this thing right. Okay. Okay, so this one is a very cool one. This, you guys, is like a swatch maker stamp set. So it makes these really cool little outline sets here, but let me turn it over so you can see. But they're actually sketchy, like as if you had drawn them. And then you have these beautiful little pieces right here that will fill in the squares. So you can do different colors of ink on those. You could even, if you wanted to, you could even cut these apart because, so the way this is designed is this is all one stamp, right? But with clear stamps, you can cut them apart and then it's very easy to kind of stick them back together because, you know, you can just see where that cut line is, just like a little puzzle. So if you just wanted to say do this in one color and then you wanted to stamp this over the top, you could do multiple colors on one square. This is going to be, I think, a really, really cool one when you're trying to play with some stamped images, like some stamped color swatches. So, and it has some really awesome little teeny weeny sentiments. Joyful, happy, thank you, this day, miss you, love you, today, and sweet. Okay. Sorry. And it actually comes with a couple different dies that you can play with, okay? So this die here, it cuts out a frame. So this frame will go around them. This one cuts out the actual swatch panel if you wanted it to. And this one is a little bit bigger, okay? So it will cut it out with the sentiment. So there's a lot of different options that you can use with this set. Now, I am going to put this back so that I don't have difficulty getting it back into the package. And this one with the stamp and the die is $26.99. Okay. What did I just put that lace edge on? Okay. Now, let's talk about this one. This one seemed to me, when I was going through all of this 49 Market, this one seemed like it didn't match at all. But actually, now I have seen what their brand new line is. And their brand new line is called Toddler Time. And it has these really cute little vintage boys and girls in the line. It has this wonderful paper with dogs on it. And so here's what's really fun about this one. This one is $24.99. I will double check these prices because honestly, some of these seem a little strange to me. Like this one does not seem like it should be more than this one. So, I will send out an email with actual prices. I'm just giving you what I think these prices are. Okay. But here's what's really cool. So you have the girl, right? And you have the boy. You have the main images. And then you have all of these little pieces here that you can just stamp over the image like Tim's Colorize with the dies, right? How you cut one color out and you just kind of pile it up and you create this beautiful scene. So, or like how I think Altenew did a whole bunch of those layered florals, but I think these ones will be a lot easier because of the shape. And you guys, look at that dog. That is so cute. So the dies that come with this, their packaging for $49 Market does leave a little bit, it just makes it a little tough to see what all is in the package. So you get the boy, the girl, the dog. You also get the outline of the ball and the flowers, and then you get all of the little rectangles to cut out the sentiments. So, and I do think this one is $24.99, I think. I don't know. I did these prices a while ago, so. But I think this one is kind of cool. Especially because it's going to go really well with that new line. And maybe it will even go back in this package. Okay. Now, next up, I wanted to talk about this one. So this is an alphabet set from 49 Market. The last alphabet set that they did was really, really popular. So, but I want to show you guys what's kind of cool about this one, okay? So we've got this full alphabet set. And then you also have some words that are, you know, kind of scrapbooking type words, mini albums, that kind of thing. But also, you can use them for cards. Okay, so this particular set, this packaging is going to be the death of me. It is not going to live past this video, I don't think. Okay, nope. All right, so what comes with this one is, let me turn it over this way, the dies for these words specifically, okay? And then these dies in this other package will actually cut out the individual letters if you want to stamp and then cut, okay? And you guys, as far as I can tell, these dies are pretty good even on their own. And like, they have a little bit of personality. So see how this one, like the A here, has kind of like a little bit of a wiggly edge. Is that a thing? It's because the alphabet itself looks a little hand-drawn. So this one cuts out the whole sentiment, but see how they stamp all as one? That stamp is all one piece, okay? I feel like this kind of takes a little bit of describing. And I will tell you that I'm glad I got the samples on this collection, because when I had just seen like it in the catalog, some of these things didn't quite make sense as to how they go together. Okay. So there's that one. So that is the Fine Line Alpha 1 and Fine Line Alpha 2. Alpha 2 is just the dies. Alpha 1 is the alphabet and the words, the numbers. That one has the stamps and the dies. Okay. Next up, we have, what is this one called? Fine Stems. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Fine Stems, we have a beautiful stamp set. You guys, silhouettes are so fun, right? Because you can make a gorgeous little background and you just stamp them and they are so dramatic. So we've got these beautiful stamps, and I think these guys are $14.99. So it's a great price on the stamps. And then we have the dies that cut it out. Now, these dies can work on their own because they do have enough detail that you can get some really interesting shapes. But together, I think they're going to be absolutely gorgeous. And let's see, I'm just kind of looking to see, so we can kind of see, because on the two, this might be one that we might have to stamp and die cut so we can see what it's going to look like how much of what gets cut out. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so bookmakers, scrapbookers, If you like to make interactive kind of paper crafting things, this is going to be a really, really cool die set. This is the Journal Essentials page now. Now, if you have the standard Big Shot, and that's the only die cut machine you have, you can still use the majority of this set. However, this big page die here, which I'll show you, this one won't fit in your standard Big Shot. You'll need the plus or the switch, something that is a little bit wider. There we go. Okay, and let me see if I can find a size on this one. Oh, because I don't have a ruler here. So 7 inches by 8.5 inches. Okay. So this paper here is, this is an 8.5 from an 8.5 by 11. So yeah, so see it's not quite 8.5 inches, but yeah, so you would need a page that big, okay? But look at how cool this is. So it cuts and scores the page for you, and then you have waterfalls, you have Polaroid, Polaroid I think is trademarked. So little Polaroid, you have a tag, you have another tag, you have this gorgeous pocket. Now, this pocket, when you cut it, see how it has 2 score lines? So this is really fabulous for people that like to do folios and mini albums and things like that. Or if you're giving a little gift to somebody, because if when you go to glue it down, if you fold it on the innermost line, okay, and then just glue it down, you're going to have a flat pocket. But if you fold it on both of those and then just put the adhesive here, you're going to have a dimensional pocket where you can actually stick something that's probably, I would guess, close to about 1/4 of an inch thick. So you've got a lot of options with this, and that is not, like a dimensional pocket is not a die that we get our hands on very often. So, and then you've got a little decorative piece. I don't know if you guys can see that on here, but it's right there, okay? So you've got 2 sizes of waterfalls, which is fabulous, and they come pre-scored. So one of the things when you're making your own waterfalls is that if they aren't exactly precise, then when you go to line them up, they are not exactly precise. And as you line up all the pieces, it becomes really obvious. So this one is going to be kind of a cool one for people that like to do those kind of things. And 49 and Market, when they do their mini albums and stuff, they use a ton of waterfalls and pockets and tuck-ins and stuff. So, okay. But this one, again, you can use most of everything in this package except for the page if you have a standard Big Shot. And then, but you do need a wider format machine for that larger page. Oh, come on. I'm normally so good at this. Wait a minute. Now everything's stuck. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Trying this again. Hang on, my friends. Try this the right way. Okay. And then these. I'm really excited about these. So these are some very, very cool, like, burst background stamps. And they're big sets, okay? But you guys, look at how cool these are. So if you have the Altenew stamp wheel, or if you have, let me grab it, this attachment here for doing wreaths with that goes with the Sizzix stamp tool, these are going to be amazing because you can actually stamp them around and create gorgeous, like, pinwheel circles. But just look at how fun the designs are on here. So think of all the things you can do, even if you don't have one of those things that does that individually, right? Like as a tool, you can stamp these, and they don't have to be that exact, but you'll have these amazing kind of a sunburst pattern. there are so many cool things we can do with this. Okay, so this one is Build-A-Burst Artsy Lace Mix. And then this one is a little bit shorter and squattier, if that makes sense. So these are like thin, long pie shapes, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pies. And in this one, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pies, okay? And you guys, they all come with dies to cut the various layers. So I think we're gonna see a lot of really cool stuff with these. This one is Build-A-Burst Painterly. And these guys are $24.99 a piece. Okay, so that is everything for the 49 in Market. Now, I wanna show you guys the Catherine Pooler. So the Catherine Pooler, this is, I think, her 3rd or 4th release with Sizzix. And she's done some that are really very theme oriented, like very, very specific. This release, though, it is fabulous. So let me see here. Okay. So this one is kind of more like flowers, spring, that kind of thing. And I didn't get samples done for everything because we just kind of started a little bit before the video, but I may play with a couple of things as we go here after I show you guys these. So this one is called Bunny Bits and Blooms. Okay, this is a stamp set, $14.99, and then it has a coordinating die set that is $21.99, and they're now calling it Bunny Bits and Blooms 2. Okay, so here's what I'm really interested in finding out. So what I did is I took, this is just a half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I took off all of these stamps, put them in my stamp press, and just stamped everything all at once. And you guys, with my VersaFine Clair. VersaFine Clair is really going to be the secret to getting good stamped images with these stamps, especially if you do so many all at once. But you guys, look at how cute this is. I mean, and the bunny butt, oh my gosh, right? So cute. And then you have these little ears that are designed to come out of the pot. So with what I really want to see how this looks. So see this die right here? I think that cuts out your stamped image. But I like that we have all of the pieces to actually do the bunny face as a die without the stamp as well. And I think, yeah, see, I think it's going to fit that, and it'll give it that etch design. So that's the first set. Then these are kind of organized here, a little bit organized. Okay, then we have another set that is similar concept to the bunnies, Greenhouse Finds. Okay, so you've got your stamp set and you've got your die set, and then in a different set. So these ones can be used separate and together. So this one is called Tulips and Blooms Circle. Okay, you guys, look at that price, $9.99 on this. Now let's talk about how this comes out of this. So you have, these are separate. So you would cut this as your background, and then you would cut it one more time with this piece and this piece together. That's what's going to give you that overlay, okay? And look, then you have all of these little bits and pieces that you can just layer right in here to give that added color. So cool, right? And you can't beat the price. Now, then it coordinates with this set, and this set is going to be great on its own as well, but it will also be fabulous together. Okay, look at this. So this beautiful border can go right across here. You've got some banners and things like that. These, look at these really pretty stitched scallop circles. You've got a banner and these really gorgeous little lacy things. So these are going to work together. They're sized to work together. They can be separate or they can be as a unit. And then, but wait, there's one more piece that is also separate but also coordinates together. Hang on. Oh, go in the bag. Go in the bag. Okay. Nope. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Then we have this really pretty little stamp set. So $14.99, Sending Sunshine Sentiments. And you guys see how it's got some of these that are curved like that. That's going to be the ones that will fit in this banner die. I mean, they can obviously be used on their own, but they are shaped and sized to work with the little pieces that are in these die sets. Okay. And I think this one here, that Plant Seeds of Kindness, I think that one is designed to fit on, I don't know where that one's fitting. Wait, is that one a whole one? Wait, now I've got to go see, because I can't tell. Oh, boy, that packaging. Just ripped it all to pieces. Oh, look at that. Nope. Just kidding, you guys. Plant Seeds of Kindness. This is one stamp. So you can stamp that basically around any of the sentiments if you want to. So I think this one will be a really good set. Okay. Oh, that's not going in the bag today. All right. Because I've already ripped this bag apart. Okay. Then we have a couple standalone dies. So we have the watering can. And look at all the detail that's in this one. And there's some etched detail too in some of these flowers. So when you ink them, they're going to get some really neat detail in there. So Sprinkled with Love, that one's $21.99. And then we have the butterflies. So this one is Spring Wings. Okay. And it is really got some detailed layers on that butterfly. So it's got, you can kind of see on here when you're looking, the purple outline, that's what cuts out. And then the blue and the dark pink, those are pieces that were cut again, like how the purple was cut, but then put back into the butterfly to give it added color. Okay. And that one is also $21.99. Now, the next set, this is the last set from Catherine Pooler, and this one I'm kind of excited about. This is the one I started playing with because I think this one is really cool. We love these layered stencils, right? And so this set is, what is the name of this? It's always, wait, it's on the back, but on stencils, it's on the front. Good Place to Land. So this one is birdhouses. This layered stencil set is designed to create this kind of cool, just birdhouse background that could be used for whatever. But, you guys, the dies are designed so you can create just birdhouses with the various layers out of cardstock, or you can cut out the stencil. Plus, it comes with some birds. So I wanted to show you guys, because this was really fun, and I kind of figured something out as I was doing this. So I'm going to do the stencil really quick for you, and then show you guys what I discovered about this. So the stencil is $17.99, and the dies are, I'm not entirely sure. Could you tell me what the price is on Good Place to Land #2? Huh? You have to look it up. Yeah, thank you. 666850. Okay, so in order to do a little bit of playing, $15.99. Okay, so this is actually a really great set. So $17.99 on the stencil, $15.99 on the die set. So you can get both for a really good price. Okay. And this set has 4 different layers to it, okay? So if you have the Sizzix tool, this is where these layered stencils become a piece of cake, because you don't have to line anything up. They have these little notches in them that go with this piece right here that comes with the tool, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I took the stamping mechanism off, I put on my stencil piece, and then I'm gonna just take a sheet. This is just a half sheet of 8.5 by 11, okay? And I like to stencil on a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 because it gives me enough room to have some extra around the side. And then I'm just gonna start with number 1. So what I did is I kind of went through here and I decided I didn't want to do these colors, okay? I wanted to do a pink, a purple, a teal, and a lime green, okay? And I thought that, you know, the purple, blue, green combo, I need to make a little bit more room here. Hold on 1 second. So that I can be on camera and you guys can see these colors. Okay. So when I was kind of looking at the packaging for this, I thought, okay, well, let's look and see the lightest color that they did on here. And this is usually how I kind of go about doing a stencil the first time. Okay. Is you don't really know 100% where all the parts and pieces are going to turn out. So if you do it and then you find something out, which I did find something out as I went along, you may want to make a note and stick it with that stencil. Okay. But that being said, I'm going to do it the way that I'm planning, and then I'll talk to you about what I learned. Okay. So I looked through this and I thought, okay, so when I see this one here, this is stencil number 1, it's got this big house right in this position, right? Can you guys see that on the video? Let me just see. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I matched it up on here and they have pink. So I thought, okay, let's do pink. Okay, so pink is gonna be number 1. And then I looked at stencil number 2, and stencil number 2 is one of the lines. And I thought, you know, I want blue and purple as my lines. So I went with blue next, and then I went with purple, because, you know, one versus the other. And then for the 4th one, I went with green. Just, that's kind of how that played out. Okay. So as we go along, you'll kind of see how I would probably change this relationship here just a little bit. But let me grab, I'm going to use my pouncers. This is a really, really good time to use your pouncers. And doing these kind of stencils is where the big pouncers comes in really, really handy. Okay. So I'm going to grab my pink one because I'm covering a bigger surface. And so with the pouncers, I'm just going to go up and down. I don't go side to side. Pouncers only go up and down. And then I'm just going to quickly add some ink. Now, the colors that I'm using today, I'm using the Simon Hurley inks because he's got some really, really vibrant colors, and I thought they would be gorgeous in these birdhouses. Okay, so sorry about all of the bouncing. That's the fun of the pouncers. Now, one of the reasons that I highly recommend the large pouncers for something like this is because I have to do 4 layers, and even if I'm only doing 1, 4 layers of this motion with the little ones takes a lot more pouncing. Okay, and so your arm can get really, really tired because I am already feeling it. Now, granted, this is the 2nd one I've done, but you know, that was like an hour ago. So, okay. So then I'm just going to set this off to the side and clean it later. All right, next up, we're going to use, so that's Prom Queen. Next up, we're going to use Clear Skies. Did I use Clear Skies first or second? I don't remember. Maybe I switched these around. I did switch them around. Okay. On my original one, I did purple on the second, but I'm going to do purple on the third one and see if this helps with an issue, and I'll kind of talk to you guys about that as I get there. Okay. All right, so this is the Clear Skies. Now my Clear Skies, I did notice earlier, needs to be re-inked, but it's okay because it'll get us still the blue that we need. It's just not quite as dark as I would like. Okay. So I think a lot of you guys at this point, a lot of you guys have the pouncers. We do have these pouncers in stock. You get a full, could you bring me the large pouncers? Because if you just have the minis is a good one to start with, but as you get to use your pouncers more, you find that different ones are good for different purposes, okay? Okay, so that'll be good for that one. I'm not going to worry too much about it because I do need to re-ink this pad. Okay, so if you don't have the full-size pouncers, though, we do have a few packs in stock. You get 9 of them, and they're $39.99. And with dye inks, you don't have to, they aren't like one color specific. You can use like the teal one in a range of teals, as long as they're a dye ink. You don't want to do that with your pigment inks because you could contaminate your pads. Okay, next we're going to go with the purple one. And this is Crown Me. I love this color. Okay. Oops, that's number 4. All right. Number 3. Okay. Okay. So, now, just as a sneak peek, I want to show you guys how cool that looks. So can you see, and I'll hold it up, but look at, we have the most delicate little blue and purple lines in our birdhouse. It is so cute. And it's like perfectly aligned because we're using the pouncers. Okay. The one thing the pouncers is not good at is really, really, really tiny lines. And there are a couple of really small things in here. So I found a solution, and I'm pretty excited with the way that this turned out. So I forgot one brush over in the classroom. Let me go grab it. Okay, so that's the main part of the Crown Me color that we're going to do on stencil number 3. But let me hold this up to the camera so that you guys can see. There are some very, very tiny holes in this one that does this little tiny dot embellishment on the roof. And it's at the bottom of this one here and at the bottom of this one. So let me just kind of show you on this guy. Even if I push really hard with this, the pouncer, it might get the dots. Actually, that one did get the dots pretty well. There's smaller dots on number 4. So you could still do that. But you guys, we are going to try something different. Okay. Do you remember a while ago we made a big fuss? The Lisa Horton limited edition metallic inks. So there was the metallic set that had the silver, the gold, and the bronze. We're still waiting for that to come in stock. But this, you guys, is the limited edition 3-pack of the Interference inks. And oh my gosh, this is where this ink really shines. Okay, so we have Festive Fur, Yuletide Sky, and Crimson Cheer. And what these inks are is they're a pigment dye ink, okay, with one color of an ink and another color of a mica. That's what the interference means. It means it changes color as the light hits it. So like this one, for example, the ink is red, the mica is green. On this one, you have a darker green ink and a lighter green mica. And this one, you have sort of like a cornflower, maybe ink, and a purple mica. So for this, are you guys ready? Oh, now what I'm going to be using is, these are the Spellbinders mini blending brush sets. These guys are only, like, I love having these on hand, and they're $4.50. If you buy 2 or more, they're $4 a piece. Okay, dirt cheap for brushes. It's worth it to have multiple sets on hand because they're not great for a ton of stuff, but they are definitely great for the things that they're very good at, which is when you need a mini spot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, now that being said, I will wash these when I'm done with this project because of the mica. I don't want to take this and accidentally put it like on my clear skies, because I'll just transfer that color, that pigment and the shimmer and stuff to that ink pad, and I could ruin a different ink pad. So I'm gonna just pick this up on the little brush right here, and then I'm going to go in and color in these little dots. Okay, so let me do this a little bit closer. Let's see if I can do this while we're it's kind of weird to do this in the air, but hopefully this works for you guys. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but okay. So then I'm gonna look, and if there's anything else I want to add a little bit of, you know, shimmer and shine to, I can. Like, you know, I've got, say, this fun little part of the roof, so I might just grab a bit and just, now before I take this one off, I'm just gonna pull this up and take a peek. Okay, and what I have is I have this beautiful shimmer on the purple parts. Okay, so, but you can also use this with a standard ink, but it's really fun with the shimmer, you guys, really fun. And I may want just a little bit of shimmer on that roof. I didn't add more ink, so I don't know how much is gonna transfer, but okay, so that's the purple one. Now, let's go to the last color, because I think this one is, this is where I really had kind of an oh crap moment because of how I picked my colors. Okay, this is why I say, you know, a lot of times when you get a stencil or a die set or something like that, you need to do it once or twice to kind of figure out how the design comes together. And so I'm gonna grab, this is Overzealous. I'm gonna grab my lime colored Pouncer. And here's the thing. I put this down. Now, when I was originally looking at this, okay, I see all of these guys have a red opening. No problem, right? Well, no problem-ish, because some of these, the design left me with white. But some of them, I now have to put green over pink, yuck, purple, yuck, but it's okay over teal. That is where I was talking about, like, once you do it once, okay, now I know maybe green isn't the best color for the last one. Maybe the 4th stencil on this set should be the darkest color because it'll go over pretty much everything. But that's okay because I figured out kind of a Band-Aid that I actually really loved. Okay. So I'm just gonna quickly lay this color down, and then I'm gonna raise this up so you guys can see the horrible, horrible color that is purple and green and and pink and green, okay? So let me stand so you guys can see this because, so, hang on a minute. Oh, I have to like pull it up, but also not get ink all over myself. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. Oddly, it kind of turns brown, but like, look at that. Yuck, right? And even on the teal, it's okay. But the other thing is, see those teeny tiny dots around the thing? No way. So we had dots that are that size, and then we have dots that are that size. Now the pouncer can kind of go through these dots here, but there's no way it's going through that one, right? Okay, so this is the stencil. When I did my first one, this is the stencil where I was like, I have got to have a different solution. And that is where did all those colors go? That's where I came up with the idea for the interference ink, of which I have now, there we go. And this particular set has green on green, which I thought is going to be perfect because I used green as my last color, right? So I can just go directly over this. I don't have to worry about it. This is my Band-Aid right here. This is my Band-Aid. And because it has the shimmer in it, it's going to show up. But also, because it's got pigment ink in it, it's going to show up. Now remember, dye inks are translucent. Pigment inks tend to be opaque. So I'm going to just pick up a little bit. You can see that I already was playing with this, right? And now we are going to, my first concern was these little tiny dots. Remember those? Because there was no way I was getting that detail on the door. But also this birdhouse opening that is like some weird mix of a color. So I'm going to just put this on all of these openings. And it's going to make everything better. Like, it just made everything better. Now, for those dots, you do want to kind of make sure you get into those things. I'm going to put it on this roof because it's so pretty that way. Okay. And this one, had straight green on it, so I could leave that. But I kind of liked the shimmer when I added it. So we're just going to add it everywhere because, I mean, can you really have too much sparkle and shine? I don't know. Maybe in a birdhouse you can. Okay. So now it's kind of like when I go to look at this with the interference inks, when you first put them down, you have to almost give them a second to kind of settle into the paper. But you guys, look at what color those mud ones turned. They're like bronze. Isn't that awesome? I just think that's so, so fun. So, and that is one of the unique things about the interference ink. Okay, so then what I want to do is I want to look at, say, that door, okay? So I see that it got really good dots on one side, but I got to come back to it. And same with the pink. So I'm going to just leave that stencil in place. I'm going to come back over and try to get right back in that other side. And then I'm going to lift it back up. There we go. Look at it. And isn't that cool? I mean, look at how awesome the detail is now with that shimmer. It gives it a whole different level. And those dots that would never have stood a chance to stand out before unless we did like a texture paste or something. Even look at that fun roof. I mean, isn't that cool? Just that one little ink added so much. And it changed the situation we were dealing with, which was basically a yucky mud, into a very, very cool design. Okay. So then when I am all done, I would heat dry this before I go to the next level. But you guys, look at how cool that looks, right? Okay. So then what we have is, then we have the die set that goes with the stencil. So you could actually use this as a background just like that. You could put a sheet of vellum over it and it would be really cool. But when you have, oh, I just threw one on the floor or something. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so this was my original one that I did. And you'll notice it's very, very similar, but you can see I switched out the purple, the purples and the blue. They're just backwards, but it doesn't change much. But then you guys, there is a die, a bird die shape for each one of these. And so one pass through your machine cuts out that many of the birdhouses, okay? And hold on. So Sizzix has this technology. It's their trademarked technology that has to do with the die placement. Let me just show you this, because this is actually fairly important. So the die placement is on the very, very inside of the die, okay? And being on the very, very inside of the die means that as long as you line it up right, you don't have any white showing. So let's say I had this little house, right? And I almost lined it up perfect. You guys, it's really easy to fix that because I can just take this, go like that. And now I don't have any white, okay? That's because I just got it off just a little bit. I was hurrying for the video. But, I mean, they're so cute. And so it's really easy to line these up. You just find whichever shape this is. Okay, this one has a little round center. And I'm going to do it on this one because I would heat set this before I run it through. But you're just going to move it around. Just like so. And then put it down. And it'll cut it out perfect. Now, that is going to be the same. So that is the stencils. And that interference ink. Oh, game changer for stenciling. So we've had those in stock, and we're going to be getting some more colors back in. But I do have this limited edition set. I have what, like 4 or 6 or something in stock. If you didn't get this one, really fabulous colors. You've got a purple, you've got a green, and then you've got this red ink with a green mica. And oh God, you guys, they're so beautiful. So that was it with the stencils, but look at, even with the stamped images, okay, it is designed to do the same thing. Nope, this one is designed actually a little bit white edge, but just a little bit. Here, let me show you. I'll tape this down, and because with a stamped image, if you cut off the black line, it would be a little bit strange. So it's hard to line this up with the camera, but just hang on a minute. Okay. So I want to do that one, and then I want the little bunny ears. Okay. I'll cut out the rest of these later. But this is the set. I think is really cute. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to run this through my die cut machine really quick so that you guys can kind of see how they line up and how freaking adorable they are. Oops, I do need to get that stuff out of the way. And so if you have a stamp platform like I did, like the Sizzix one that I used, what I did is I just took a half sheet of 8.5 by 11, and I took all of the stamps off of the packaging and just placed them kind of with space on the piece of paper and stamped them all at once. That allows me the options of cutting whatever it is I want, and then I can figure out what I want to do. But you guys, look at how cute this is. He's like a little bunny poking out of the thing. Oh my God. And then and then you've got What's Happening, Somebody Loves You, and Happy Easter. And then you've got the little bunny butt too. So really fun set. Okay, you guys, it was a little bit of a show and tell of something that is coming soon. Okay. So I'm expecting the Sizzix stuff in probably end of next week. Fingers crossed. Okay. So I will get an email out to you guys with prices, because I know we covered a lot of stuff. I just wanted to show you some stuff up close because it's harder to see with the pictures. And then I wanted to show you the technique, because being able to do the stencils and then walking through the colors that you have, especially at the end where you're like, you've done all of it, and then you're like, crap, that didn't work like I thought it was gonna. And like, it's a really good Band-Aid, that interference ink. So let me do a quick recap, because there's a bunch of stuff we covered. I'm not going to go back over the Sizzix stuff, because that'll come out in an email. If there's certain things you want, you can put them right here and you'll be at the top of the list. But so Donna's class, this one is called Icy Dreamland. There is a class on Friday, this Friday at 11:30, $30, and you're going to make 6 cards. There is also a class next Saturday on the 18th at 3 p.m. So there's 2 different classes that you can choose from. This card, remember, is going to change just a little bit. It's still got the bird and stuff, and it still says hello, but the sentiment's just a little bit different color. Okay. And then we've got the fun folds. This one is that cool tent with the surprise. We have this beautiful dreamscape on there, the deer, and then this one. And these are meant to be like birthday cards, general cards. Oh, there's sentiments inside. I didn't even look. That's funny. Okay. So, and then just in case anybody wants it, this gorgeous little die corner here. That one is the Snow Crystals die. That one's $7.99. And when these are gone, that'll be it, because I'm pretty sure Crafter's Companion is one and done. So once they sell out, that's it. Okay. And then there'll be kits available for Donna's class too. So if you want to register for either of the classes, or if you want to get a kit, just, call the store with a card or stop by tomorrow or whatever. Okay. And then we have Celebrate Winter card class with Colleen. This one is on January 17th, which is next Friday at 11:30. $30. Okay. So we're going to use some Distress Glaze. This is a die we have in stock. This is a beautiful, beautiful hello. I didn't grab it from the front table. This is from Waffle Flower. And I love this one because the hello itself is gorgeous. But then it has these really unique little snow caps on it. I love that one. Okay. And then we have this card with the Snowfall Acetate. So you're going to make an acetate card, which is super fun. And Mr. Frosty from one of Tim's stamp sets. You're going to learn to do this really cool fold here with, oops, that is so that people know to open that one, with an All in Create die. And then this one with a fun fold on the inside. And you've got a fun little background on this one and a goose. And it says Winter Wishes. Okay. So this one is January 17th. That's next Friday at 11:30. That's a day class, a weekday class. And that one is $30. Starting tomorrow, the Snowman Bonanza kits will be available for pickup. So this is just the cards. It'll make 10 cards, you guys. Comes with the toppers, the full pack of toppers. It's a brand new set from these guys. And then it also comes with this die, Frosty Winter Wishes, and everything you need except adhesive. You will need a die cut machine also to do the die cutting. Okay. And then as we were just kind of going through various things, I will resend out an email about, or not resend out, I haven't sent it yet, an email about the Sizzix stuff, because I think that'll help if I can kind of lay it out for you guys. But if you haven't gotten them yet, if you only have, that one, that fell off the table. If you only have the small ones, the big paper pouncers are really handy to have too if you do stenciling in a bigger area. Okay, so the 9-pack rainbows, those ones are $39.99. The other tools that we found really handy to have, these Spellbinders mini blending brush sets. And having multiples of these on hand is a really, really good thing, especially if you're going to be using some of these fancier inks, because then you can get, you can pull out these different ones and you can go from color to color, okay? Because I will need to wash these now. And the awesome kind of Band-Aid for our little stenciling color snafu. This is the limited edition set of the Interference ink pads. It's the 3-pack of Crimson Cheer, Festive Fur, and Yuletide Sky, $29.99 on these. Absolutely gorgeous. It was kind of Christmas names, holiday names on these, but the colors, I mean, it's kind of like when Tim did his holiday sprays, right? It might be a holiday name, but it really is a color that can go all year. So, and these guys are all in stock. It's the Sizzix stuff that will be here in about a week, or give or take. Okay, thank you guys, and we should be back tomorrow. I don't know what we will talk about tomorrow. Maybe something's showing up. I don't know. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Have a great night. Bye.